Howdy gamers, old gamer guy here. Here I am in my headquarters, still wishing I had a beard. I'm looking on Google to see if I can find a used beard, lightly used, not too smelly, but I'm going to do my first mission here. And I'll offer my usual disclaimer. Could be a disaster. If I go into certification here, you can see I have my PPL, but if I look at these first two things here, they both say that I need to perform 2 first flight airplane missions. So I need to do 2 of these. Here's all my testing that I could redo if I wanted to get better grades. The companies section is still not available. Here's my specialization, so here's where I could redo my first flight, I guess, if I wanted to retry that. Well, let's check this out. Woodstock, Connecticut. Not the correct Woodstock. First look of Dudley with David. David Wakefield is the grand prize winner at the school fair. He immediately booked this slot with his cousin to fly over Dudley. And here's my briefing. Got my departure, flight seeing duration, number of guests, flight coordinator. I will accept this mission. I may regret accepting this mission. There I am. I actually have a coat that looks very much like that, and those shoes look very much like my shoes. I wear jeans quite often, but if this was completely accurate, I would be wearing a t-shirt under that coat, and I would have a big gray beard on my face, and I'd be wearing probably some kind of a hat, maybe not. Maybe not. I usually wear like an Irish cap. I think they're usually called flat caps or driving caps. Okay, here we are again. Are my passengers already in there? No, they're not. Are they anywhere in sight? I don't see them. I could skip this, but let's go ahead and do it. Remove. 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 For some reason I have to get all the way over here to get the cursor to acknowledge those. What else? Is there anything else? I think that's it. Could be wrong. Skyhawk. Okay. Press left on the digital pad to request boarding.
Initiate boarding, Lauren. Okay, on their way.
They're on their way? Okay. Oh, what the hell? You're Lauren? You look a bit like an old friend of mine. Okay, before taxi, press R1 and down to complete startup procedure. Great.
Time to make someone's day, right?
Right.
Have your passengers fastened their seatbelts? Then you're good to go. Engine started? Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. You have your seatbelt on? Announce taxi via radio.
Charlie Tango traffic. Cessna November 78571 is taxiing to runway 164 Charlie Tango.
How do I tell him to put his seatbelt on, I wonder? Okay, R1 and square to
Super
release.
excited to be doing this. I'm David.
Hey
He's
there, my name's Ryan. I'm David's cousin. Thanks for taking me up today.
somebody else in the back seat? Yes, there is. Okay. Well, you signed your releases, I assume, to absolve me of all liability. Don't worry. I mean, everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about that. But you did sign that, right? Yeah? Okay, R1 plus circle to release the parking brakes. R1 plus square to release parking brakes. Okay, so that's a two-step process there. Let's see if my throttle is functioning properly here. It is. Already trying to hit the building. Wrong button. Oh, son of a bitch. I fucked it up already. R1 plus R2 to announce takeoff via radio. Whoops. I skipped past that part.
64 Charlie Tango traffic.
This is going
Cessna November
great.
78571. Taking off runway 1, north departure 64 Charlie Tango.
My hands are shaking, but I
Oh.
can't wait to look down from the clouds. The guys at the field said you're a super pilot, so we're in your hands now.
Super pilot, huh? Whoop. That was deliberate. That was deliberate. Alright, that's the brake right there. Oh, I guess before I take off, I should figure out what my flaps are, because that was one of my downfalls. Not a downfall because I passed, but that was one of the things I screwed up on. And I'm going off the runway again. Did that before as well. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and stop here for a second. And then somewhere on the throttle here, there it is. Flap controls. Can't remember where they're supposed to be for takeoff, so let's just go with that. Ready? Don't mind me. Full throttle. Now I'll probably forget about that flaps business before I have to use them again. 40 knots or miles per hour or whatever the hell that is. And we are up.
It's like a roller coaster. My stomach just flipped.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Climbed to 950 feet. We're at 680. Okay. 920, 940, 960. Now, I don't want to go too much higher, although it's kind of showing me going higher, isn't it? Okay. Connecticut is a beautiful state. to, is that Worcester? I can't remember the proper pronunciation
Maybe
of
we'll
that.
spot our school or the places where we used to play when we were kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I found my school in Fort Worth, Texas, my high school. I found the house where I grew up. Uh, Found my brother's house. Back off on the throttle just a little bit.
The look on everyone's faces when they'll see the pics on my socials.
Oh, yeah. Socials. Very important. You're a grown man, brother. Just want you to consider that when you're worried about your socials. Social media was a mistake. All right.
I don't really feel dizzy at all up here. Lauren told me that I'd be okay, and she was right.
Lauren's great. She is great. Which one's Lauren? I can't remember really. My instructor I can't remember her name, but she looked different from the woman who gave me my test. I crashed during my test. Did I tell you that?
It's
There-
like the landscape is telling you its story from here.
No
I feel
refunds,
very
by the
lucky
way.
to see that. Look at the roofs here. Beautiful.
It's great seeing the world from this angle.
Look at all those beautiful roofs. Okay. Set an altitude of 1700. We're right around it. Which way do I go? Does it matter? Should I go this way? Not sure.
What's that big jolt? Are we okay?
Stay below 87. I'm at 110 right now. So that's not great.
We're flying so fast. There isn't time to see everything.
If I can lower my flaps and slow down a bit. Max speed exceeded with flaps down. Okay. We should be coming, yeah, there we are, 87. Okay. Oops. Okay, stay below 87. You like that? You like that? I hope you like that very much. Because this is the only time I'm doing this. Unless maybe if I decide to relive this exciting chapter of my pilot career, then I'll redo this.
No way, look at this. The folks on the ground have no idea what they're missing.
That's lovely. Okay, fly to Woodstock. Roger. All right, so let's go ahead and speed up again. So I'll get rid of my flaps. Should have moved the mission steps over to the side there. Okay.
Taking off was really cool, but landing seems like it might be even more, exciting.
R1 and R2 to connect to arrival airport via radio. I wonder if I can do that on the flight stick here, but I'm going to reach over and do this on my DualSense R1 and R2. Now I have to hit left on the digital. There we go. Okay, I have to... Okay, so you can either do R1 plus R2 or left.
6-4 Charlie Tango traffic. Cessna November 78571. 6 miles north, 1700. Inbound to land. Runway 1, 6-4 Charlie Tango.
Going a little bit fast. But I can remember where the flaps are this time, so clearly I'm making progress.
We should learn ATC language with you, Captain. The parents wouldn't understand us. It'd be like a secret code just for us.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just for us. Did you pay cash or check? I can't remember. A credit card? Did that credit card pass? Just asking. Just curious, you know, just totally out of curiosity. Okay, now I'm going to hit the eject button, so be ready for that. Lovely. Getting going a little bit too fast. Downwind entry. Got a little wind. Looking good.
Can't wait to share my photos with
You're
everyone
back.
at the club.
So, David, did you have a good time? Ready for another round?
Fantastic flight. 5 stars. I'll totally recommend it.
Thanks. You made our day.
Oh, don't thank me yet. I mean, this is not over. We are not safe on the ground. Okay. It's the final touchdown. Sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. Okay, so for this time we're going to be approaching from this direction. In the other one we were landing from the left side over there. I don't know if I've ever been in this part of the state, actually. I've had relatives living up here for a long time.
Why
Okay.
is it so bumpy? Should
Sorry.
I be worried?
Sorry, fool. All right, let's go ahead and engage our flaps a bit here. Max speed exceeded. I wonder if that will damage the plane.
Anything you can do to smooth out the ride?
No, not really. It's as smooth as it gets. Okay. A little bit high. Cut and throttle some more. Left on the digital pad. Oh man. A little bit high up. Whoa.
64 Charlie Tango traffic. Cessna November 78571 is on final runway 1 to land 64 Charlie Tango.
A few shakes and wiggles, but we're on solid ground.
Stop. Is he gonna give me a penalty for going off the air? No. Oops. I messed that part up. See if I can get to this stupid stopping area faster this time. Oh, a little bit fast. No. Okay. Don't damage the other plane. Don't damage the van. Look out, you idiot. Why are you going to park right there? Jackass.
Not easy to win over the locals, but seeing them smile says
No,
it all.
no, no, no.
That pilot.
R1 plus circle. R1 plus square. R1 plus down. Mission success. Am I going to get a grade for that? I got a D. A C. Okay. All right. I'll a little bit more. Okay. I got a B. Got some bonuses there. All right. So I got a B. It's a little bit less forgiving once you actually get into the world, apparently, which is unsurprising. But I got 78% sightseeing quality, 70% flight smoothness, 65% landing smoothness. 4 times I extended my flaps beyond the maximum speed where I should have done that. And I missed 1 radio communication thing there. So those are my most important mistakes. Let's see what this says. Oh boy. Avoid common mistakes. Okay. So this doesn't... I guess that's listing all their suggestions for me. There we go. Do I look like Stanley Tucci, or maybe like a cross between Stanley Tucci and Paul Schaefer? Current bonus. Special mission. Okay. My reputation has gone up.
Nice work completing your first mission.
Thanks, pal.
Continue building your flight hours by completing more missions, and you'll be ready to move on to your CPL in no time.
No time at all, you say? Okay. So I got more missions available here. Oh yeah, look at all those missions. Heck yeah.
Here's all the first flight missions available right now. Take your pick which one you want to tackle next.
All right, so I've got a lot to choose from. I don't want to make a video out of every single thing I do in this game unless people are really wanting to see it. So, yeah, the next video on the channel might be something different, or it might be more of this. I don't know. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.